All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to crack the fundamental secret code that builds all life on Earth. I'm talking about the instruction manual written inside every single one of your cells, the actual blueprint of you. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. How is that even possible? From your hair color to how your body fights off a cold, there are literally trillions of instructions firing off every single moment. So where do they come from? How does one microscopic cell pack in the entire blueprint for a complex, amazing being like you? Well, the secret lies in this beautiful and incredibly efficient system. You can think of it as a cellular chain of command. It's a system for storing information, copying it, and then actually acting on it. And to really get it, we need to meet the three key players that run this whole operation. Now, before we meet the stars of our show, let's talk about the family they belong to. Both DNA and RNA are part of a group called nucleic acids. And their entire job, their whole purpose in life, is to manage genetic information. They are the official data keepers of the biological world. Okay, first up, let's meet the big boss, the master architect, DNA. This is the ultimate source of all the information, and it's kept under some serious lock and key for safekeeping. So DNA holds every single instruction needed to build and operate you. And I don't just mean a recipe for your eyes or your heart. No, it's the complete, unabridged encyclopedia of you. Its most important job is to preserve all this information perfectly for the long haul. You know, DNA is really designed for maximum security. That famous double helix structure you always see, that's not just for looks. It makes the molecule incredibly stable and strong. It's kept locked away safely inside the cell's nucleus, kind of like a priceless manuscript in a vault. And this part is absolutely crucial. It's treated as a read-only file. The cell doesn't just go in and edit the master copy, it only reads from it. So that brings up a pretty big question, right? If the master blueprint can't ever leave the vault, how does any work actually get done? Well, that's where our second key player comes in. Everybody, meet RNA, the vital messenger. The analogy is perfect. Imagine you need a plan from a super rare book in a library. You wouldn't take the ancient, priceless book to a messy construction site, would you? Of course not. You'd make a photocopy of the one specific page you need. And that is exactly what RNA is. It's a temporary, disposable copy of one specific instruction from that huge DNA library. And when you look at them side by side, you can see how their differences make them the perfect team. DNA is this stable, double-stranded helix built for permanent storage inside the nucleus. RNA, on the other hand, is a flexible, single strand built to be a temporary message that can travel outside the nucleus to the cell's little factories. See? One is built to last forever, the other is built for a single, specific mission, and then it's done. Okay, so we've got the blueprint, we've got the messenger with the photocopy, but who actually does the work? Who builds the structures and makes everything happen? Well, it's time to meet the final, and you could argue the most active player in this whole story, the proteins. And I just love this quote because it nails their importance. If DNA is the architect and RNA is the foreman carrying the blueprints, then proteins are the construction crew. They're the ones with the hammers and wrenches actually doing the building. They are the physical result of that genetic code. And their job list is, well, it's pretty much endless. They provide the structure that holds you together. That's stuff like collagen. They act as enzymes that digest your food. They're transporters, like the hemoglobin carrying oxygen in your blood right now. They're your body's personal army in the form of antibodies. They are literally the tiny machines that make your muscles move. I mean, almost everything you physically are and everything your body does is thanks to proteins. Okay, let's take a quick breath. We've met our three main characters: DNA, the master library, RNA, the photocopy, and proteins, the workforce. So now let's put it all together and see how this absolutely elegant process creates, well, you. So this whole thing comes together in a beautiful three-step flow, what biologists call the central dogma. Step 1, the blueprint. Deep inside the nucleus, a specific instruction, a gene, is selected from the DNA. Step 2, the message. An RNA molecule makes a copy of just that one gene. And finally, step 3, the product. That RNA message travels out to a cellular factory, where it's read and a specific protein is built to go do a job. Blueprint to message to product. It's that simple and that powerful. And this isn't just some abstract concept from a textbook. This exact process, DNA to RNA to protein, is happening trillions of times a second inside your body right now as you're listening to this. It's the reason your heart is beating, your brain is thinking, and your body is healing. It's the fundamental operating system of life itself. So, we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. For pretty much all of human history, this code has been a read-only file, a blueprint we could only observe. But now, for the first time, we are learning how to become the editors. So if this is the code of life, what does it mean for our future now that we are finally learning how to rewrite it?